So Wreckage gets 4 temporary hit points because it's your charisma modifier?
Yeah.
Alright, that ends round 2. You can now see only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kobolds standing before you. Maybe there are more deeper inside here, but there's only 4 around you, one of which is on the brink of dying. And you've taken down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 kobolds are down, plus 9 if you count the unconscious one. I don't see why you wouldn't. So the kobold who's on the brink of death advances on Zacsarrd, seeming to be looking for some kind of revenge. Tries to stab Zacsarrd with his spear, and successfully impales him in the shoulder for 4 points of damage.
I still hurt him more.
And he then takes a step back. One of the other kobolds left standing takes a step forward and also tries to impale Zacsarrd, seeing that he's the only one not wearing any armor, and probably kind of offended that Zacsarrd's tossing kobolds. He
He's a
too.
racist against dragonborn, I think.
Or maybe it's because you don't have armor.
No, I'm
He
gonna
too
stick
manages
with the racist.
to stab Zacsarrd for only 1 point of damage though, but nonetheless, he then backs off. And that brings us to Coltaine.
Coltaine is going to strike at the creature across the gap to the southeast, so straight in front of Wreckage. He rolls a 15 for a total of 21 versus armor class and hits for 14 damage. And he laughs.
Coltaine reaches out with his halberd. The creature thought it was safe, but Coltaine puts to use the extended range of his weapon and slashes the kobold, bloodying him. Another kobold comes down and tries to stab at Zacsarrd. Zacsarrd, who is at 17 out of 22 hit points. And he too manages to hit, stabbing Zacsarrd for 2 points of damage. He then takes a step back. And the kobold who is fighting from around the corner comes out from around the corner, and instead of continuing his attack on Coltaine, tries to attack Zacsarrd now.
These guys love me.
They really do, as this one impales Zacsarrd in the shoulder for 4 points of damage.
And I'm
Zacsarrd is now bloodied, yes, at 11 out of 22 hit points. And the kobold then retreats back to the safety of the corner. The sling-wielding kobold also takes a shot at Zacsarrd,
Why am I not surprised?
and strikes Zacsarrd in the knee for 8 points of damage.
Hey, what happened to your low rolls? I think it's a plot to kill me or something.
Yeah, they miss everyone but Zacsarrd. Now Zacsarrd is now at 3 out of 22 hit points. Not looking too good again. This seems to be a repeating pattern in every battle. Alright, Wreckage is up.
You think he'd learn?
Seeing
Hey,
that...
I didn't charge anything.
Yeah, but you threw one of them at them, which is also bad luck, I guess.
He pissed them off.
Wreckage decides to intervene and step in front of the dragonborn before he gets killed again. But he directs his attack to his opponent towards the southeast, and he uses a Earth Shield Strike again. Ooh, rolling a 20, critical. So 27 versus AC automatic hit for 15 points of damage.
Wreckage brings down his axe onto the creature's skull, splitting it in half, and it drops to the floor. Jacques is up.
Alright, Jacques having seen that his glorious scorching flame has been working so well, he takes a step forward, sees the sling-wielding creature, and decides to target it, or at least target near it, and will cast another scorching burst. I'm sorry. Ooh. Low rolls versus the sling-wielding kobold, rolling an 8, total of 11 versus reflex. Second roll is a 6, total of 9. Third roll is a 5, total of 8, for 8 points of fire damage.
Unfortunately, this time all the kobolds managed to evade Jacques' magic.
Well, rats.
Zacsarrd's up. Once again, he's at 3 out of 22 hit points.
Alright, so I attacked the same exact kobold, which I threw the other kobold at it with another sacred flame.
This time it's personal.
And I roll a 5 plus 4, which is 9 versus reflex, and I hit for 6 damage, which I think is a miss.
Yes, it is. Seems the same thing every battle now. You come in strong, you do some awesome stuff, kill some kobolds, and then you start dying and you can't hit anything anymore.
Yeah.
It's all because of the armor, I swear.
I don't think so.
Armor gives you confidence, man.
Must be like pheromones or something. Attracts them to me.